Alrighty. It says Lost in Gaming. Right now, I wanted to make a video about making a deck for Back 4 Blood. Specifically, the deck I want to make is a single player deck, so I can play single player and make more videos. Something that'll get me through the whole game, but single player, so it gives me more options to play with rather than just straight damage or a team build. I was already thinking um, of adding these. I do like adding cards with multiple effects or like this. This gives me an offensive slot, which is awesome, but it also gives me swap speed and reduces cost. So it does multiple things with a single card. So it's really efficient in your deck. And then, well, another question is, what gun am I going to be using with this deck? Or I might, well, if it's going to be a pretty much a single player well-rounded, I think I'm going with two is one and one is none, which means I have options when I'm playing. I can have multiple guns, different types of guns. So I can have two primaries. And then those trauma resistance. Okay. That gives me more options of what to do with stuff. I might do line them up. Or, huh. Well, let's see what. I always like line them up. And let's see. Cold brew coffee. Front sight focus. Ammo belts. And then there's the shooting gloves. But the ones I like is line them up and front sight focus. Line them up is really good for just weapon handling in general. Front sight focus, accuracy, weak spot damage, and front sight focus is also really good. Mm. I mean, these are all pretty good weapon handling cards. But if I need to trim the fat later, I'll probably get rid of these two lower ones, Cold Brew and Shooting Gloves, because line them up and front sight focus to me seem more efficient when you have a limited amount of cards, which you do in this game. Um, well, since I'm using two primaries, I don't necessarily have to focus on any individual weapon, but do want to add silver bullets. Silver bullets, well, of course, there's the bullet damage, so increased damage, which is good. But for me, the effective bullet range is really good for, like, it pairs up good with line 'em up. It's just 15% range for silver bullets, another 10% range for line 'em up. So 25% range, really good for shorter range weapons like the shotgun or the SMG. Just make them slightly more effective. Durable, maybe. I might get rid of it later, but durable, it says survival, defense. Acid resistance is nice. Bomb squad is also good. Explosive damage plus explosive resistance because I'm also using grenade pouch. It does pair up good with bomb squad. Grenade pouch. Um, Fresh bandage. For solo play, it's not as effective as it is with team. Don't really have that much of an issue with using that. Empowered Assault. I really like this card. After you kill the mutation, the next hit on a mutation stumbles them, which is really powerful when you're trying to snipe, like get mutations down as quick as possible. Um, this is kind of a solo build, so say, what is it? Move Copper Scavenger and Money Grubbers. If you were going to use money cards, you would want to use those two. But on single player, you just get so much money that it's not really useful. Let's move this with the grenade up here because they're related. This is another card that adds some survivability that I was thinking of. It adds bleed out resistance, but honestly, during the game, you're not bleeding nowhere near enough to account for a card. Oh, let's see. I have this one. This one is also defensive. I think that might have been the one I was thinking. The acid resistance is nice. Bloaters are not. It's not Left 4 Dead. This acid spitting dudes, wretches. They're so annoying. of these two. Try to add a little bit more damage. Large caliber has a lot of bullet penetration, but lineup already comes with a little bit of bullet penetration. I don't know. Like, bullet penetration is one of those things. Like, how often are they really lined up so you can get the most effectiveness out of it? It's it's situational, and honestly, the situation happens less than you might think. I mean, when it does happen, it feels really cool to just mow them all down with one shot, but it doesn't happen often enough. Well, if I wanted to go for damage cards, one of my favorite ones is Confident Killer. Pretty easy to get it up to that 15%, and it's not like with this with the cards, you want the least situational possible. Like the one that can be used in any situation. Like there are cards where like it just the effect of the card you're not getting all the time. Like this, it's pretty easy. Usually by about halfway through, you're getting 15 mutation kills. So you have that extra 15% for at least half of your run. And it's interesting. It doesn't like any mutation kill, whether it's you or your team. It's really easy to get that extra 15 damage. Another one is Glass Cannon. I like to use Glass Cannon, but you have to offset that health. If you don't have to offset that health, but it's something you might need to keep in mind that you might want to do if you're dying. You might want to have to offset that health. Breakout tends to be really good on multiplayer, but not so much on single player. The bots are actually really good at getting you out pretty quickly, as opposed to other players. They'll just ignore you or not even pay attention. I got one more card. Shredder is another one of those that it seems like it might be useful at first, but it's not as useful because of the way it works. Is every bullet on a target increases damage by 1%, stacking up to 15%. So that means you well you what you want to use that most effectively is shotgun. Each pellet counts as an individual hit. So with a single shot, you can get up to that 15% damage really quickly. After that, it would be SMG because of the rate of fire. You'd want the Vector, but for all the other guns, you're kitting stuff before you're getting the 15 stacks. For like normal zombies, you're killing stuff, so you're only getting that extra damage, the worth it on mutations. If you want to take down mutations, like you're having issues with the mutations living too long, then yeah. But if not, it's not as effective as it would seem at first. Well, this one, Fill 'em Full of Lead, would actually go really good with Shredder. It increases your fire rate, damage, and swap speed. The swap speed doesn't really matter, but the fire rate and damage up to 20 plus that 15. But again, the faster, like, the more you're shooting, the higher your damage goes, the less you're shooting. If you know what I mean. So you only end up damaging, like, hitting the max stacks on um, things. Do damage resistance. I could use canned goods to offset the effects of glass cannon. I could just do admin reload. I think, yeah, admin reload, as it works good with dual primaries. That is, I think that's a duck. I'm gonna make another video where I try it out solo. I don't know, just call it solo. Save deck. Alrighty. Thanks for watching.